Hey friend, welcome to my channel. If you want to eat something so delicious that when it hits the back of your throat, it just makes you want to do a little dance, child, come make this steak quesadilla with me with this amazing steak sauce. All right, friends, so we're going to be using this top sirloin steak. It's a big as hell, child. Whoo, child. When you pulled it out and it wasn't big like this and she said size don't matter, she lied. Child. Ooh, anyway, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to clean the steak. We're going to clean on both sides. We're going to rinse it with some water and we're going to get some lemon juice and we're going to put some lemon juice on it just so we can clean it properly. Then we're going to go ahead, we're going to get it dry. We're going to pat it so it could be as dry we could possibly get it. As dry as she was after she seen it. You guys, I'm done. Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut up the fat off the steak. Okay. We don't need all that excess fat that it got. We don't need that business. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to remove it. We're going to remove all the fat. If you like it on your steak, then maybe that's your business. You go ahead and you leave it on yours, okay? But we don't need it, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to remove it. Next, we're going to go ahead, we're going to take the steak and we're going to cut it up into smaller pieces because it's too big. You already know we're making a quesadilla. We can't just put that big old thing in a quesadilla like that. So we got to chop it up just like that, okay? Just like you see I'm doing it, about like a 1/2 inch thick like that. Next, this is totally optional. If you want to, you can go ahead and start adding some seasoning into the steak, okay? Okay, I'm just playing, you guys. It ain't optional. You really actually have to add some seasoning. Okay, we're going to go here. We're going to add some black pepper. We're going to add some onion powder. We're going to add some garlic powder. We're going to add some complete seasoning. And then we're going to add some kosher salt. And I'm going to have the exact measurements for you in the description box below. And I also added some olive oil in the beginning. And that's so the olive oil can help the seasoning stick to the steak much better. Okay, that's the reason we added olive oil. Then we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna mix everything together so the seasoning could get into the steak. Okay, set it to the side. Next, we have our cloves. We're gonna cut up our garlic cloves into small pieces. We're basically gonna mince them and set them to the side. Then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna grab some bell peppers. I know on the video you only see me cutting up green bell peppers, but I did use other colors. I used all the colors I had in my kitchen. Okay, with bell peppers, baby, they all taste the same. It's just for looks. So you could use whatever kind of bell peppers you so desire. Cut up some onions and set that to the side. Then I have my big pot, Eddie, my big boy. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put him on the stove at medium-high heat, like at a 6 or 7, okay? Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm put the bell peppers in there, and I'm going to let the bell peppers cook. You cook them to your liking, baby. However you like them, that's your business, okay? Cook them to your liking, then remove them. Then we're going to go ahead, we're going to wash well, I didn't even wash the pot, to be honest with you. I just put it back on the stove, added some olive oil to it, then I put the steak on there so the steak can start to cook, okay? In my steak, I'm also cooking it at a heat 6, 7, okay? Not too high, not too low. We're going to let that steak cook. We're going to mix it occasionally so that it can brown. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to grab this ice cream, the Cilantro. We're going to put some ice cream in there. You know, if you put ice cream in steak, it's going to make the steak fire. Okay, you guys, I'm just playing. That is not ice cream. I just recycled the container. That is actually some garlic butter. So we're just adding the garlic butter on there. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the garlic that I chopped up onto the steak, okay? And I do have a recipe showing you guys how to make garlic butter. If you want to use my recipe, you can. If not, you can also just use the garlic butter that comes in the store, okay? Then we're going to go ahead, we're going to put some rosemary in there, and we're going to let that steak cook. We're going to let that garlic butter melt, okay? And then it's going to start making this sauce. You see that little sauce right there? You see the little steak sauce, the sauce starting to create? Okay, friend. Then we're going to go ahead, we're going to take our bell peppers and onions we chopped up earlier and cook, and we're going to put them back into the steak, okay? Then we're going to let them cook for like a minute or two, a minute or two, just so that some of the flavor from the bell peppers and onions could get into that sauce, okay? That's the reason why. When it's done cooking, we're going to go ahead and we're going to remove it and put it in another container like that. Make sure it's something with like holes in it because you want to be able to leave the juice in there. Because this is the steak sauce that we're going to be using later on to dip our quesadilla in right there. Ooh, child. So set that to the side, okay? Because we're going to need you. We're going to need you, friend. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to put the pot back on the stove. After you wash it this time, put some oil, and then you're going to put a large tortilla. We're going to go ahead, we're going to put some cheese. I'm putting provolone cheese and mozzarella. I always tell you, in order to get that good cheese pull that looks so good, you have to use your own cheese. You have to shred your own cheese. The cheese that I'm using, even though it don't look like I shredded, I got it from the deli. They had just chopped it up for me. So it's like shredding your own cheese. That's the provolone cheese, okay? So then I put the steak. Then I put some more provolone cheese. Then I put some more mozzarella cheese. Don't be stingy with the cheese, friend. Don't be stingy with the cheese, friend. Friend, you got to put that cheese in that quesadilla. It's the cheese that make the quesadilla. So go ahead and put a lot of that in there. Don't be selfish, okay? Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to fold it and we're going to let one side cook. You don't want to have your heat too high when you're doing this, though. You want your heat to be like at a 4 or a 5, very low, because you don't want it to cook too fast. You want it to have enough time to melt the cheese, okay? So put the heat down a little bit, okay? So the cheese can get a chance to melt just like that. Then you're going to go ahead and flip it. And you're going on the other side, let the cheese melt. Because that's all you're really doing. Because you have to remember your meat already cooked. All right? All right. Then you guys, you know what I got to do? This thing looks so good. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give it a moment of silence for the beauty that it holds. Woo, child. You know that thing was looking good, child. Don't be a hater, friend. Don't be a hater. You know that thing was looking good, child. Then we're going to go ahead. We're going to put that quesadilla in the steak sauce. Child, stick it just like that. Put it in the steak sauce. Then you're going to go ahead. You're going to have some sour cream on the side. And you're going to go ahead and put some of that sour cream on there. And friend, what? Child, I did that. I did that right there. I'm trying to tell you, I couldn't even resist. Y'all, that thing was so good. Once it hit the back of my throat, child, I started dancing. You could have thought it was a praise dance, child. And baby, once you make this for your man, you ain't gonna want to leave the house for it. Chipotle for what? What I'm going to Chipotle for when I got you, girl? You my Chipotle, girl. You my Chipotle. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. Thank you guys for watching. Do not forget to like. Do not forget to comment. And if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe to my channel for more videos. Bye. Until next time.